Are you thinking about visiting Reno or possibly moving or relocating to the area and you don't know where to eat? You might want to stick around. Hey everyone, it's David Tully. Today we're going to be going over some of the top restaurants, in my opinion, in the Reno area, from Asian spots to sushi to some hamburgers and even some Italian and barbecue spots. So if you like this type of content, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And if you're thinking about moving or relocating to the area or even just visiting, and you have some other questions about some spots to check out for food, just reach out. And if you're thinking about moving or relocating to the area and you need to purchase a home and you need help, just reach out. I'd be happy to take care of you. All right, so the first spot I want to talk about is Tokyo Sushi. They offer all-you-can-eat sushi, and this is easily my favorite spot in town. Yes, there's going to be 10, 15 plus sushi spots throughout Reno Sparks, but this is one I go to typically, I don't know, every 4 to 6 weeks with my wife, and we absolutely love it. I'm a huge fan of nigiri, which is, I like to get hamachi or yellowtail if you don't know what that is. A lot of people get salmon nigiri, and overall it's absolutely awesome. They have a lot of good raw rolls as well, and if you don't really like raw fish, that's that's totally understandable. They have a lot of really good baked rolls as well. Not really my thing, but they definitely have that for you. And say you want some chicken or barbecue short ribs, or maybe even some cooked salmon, you can definitely get that there as well. They have some nice bentos for you. And you definitely want to top it off with some huckleberry ice cream. So check it out. Tokyo Sushi is easily my favorite spot, located right off Plum and Virginia. All right, next up is Pho 999. This is definitely one of my favorite spots. There's some other good spots as well, like Asian Noodle, but I honestly prefer Pho 999, which is kind of in the Virginia, Plum, kind of Kitski area, kind of close to Costco, pretty easy to get to, and they have amazing pho. And if you're not really looking for something hot, they have a lot of good vermicelli dishes as well. And maybe if you want a normal rice dish with some flame broiled pork, you can get that as well. And they have a lot of good banh mi sandwiches. They're not going to be as cheap as, like Lee's sandwiches in Vegas, but they're going to be in the $6 to $8 range. But overall, very good food, and they have some nice desserts as well. So definitely check out Pho 999 if you like pho. All right, next up is Kwok's Bistro. This is located in downtown Reno on West Street. It took over a spot that was called China Dina in the downtown Reno area, which is pretty popular, but overall Kwok's is much, much better. It's gonna be some kind of, I would say, finer Asian dining, good Chinese food. You definitely have to check out their General's chicken, their pork dumplings, and their Szechuan eggplant. Absolutely amazing dishes. And if you're wondering how good this place is, Andrew Zimmern came here for his Travel Network show, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. So it's an awesome spot. You're gonna wanna check out Kwok's Bistro in downtown Reno. All right, next up is Loco Ono. This is a fairly new restaurant, but they offer some great local Hawaiian dining. So you can get some chicken katsu, some mochigo chicken, terry beef, garlic shrimp, and a lot of the classic local Hawaiian dishes that you might like. And if you're not feeling like rice and some cooked meat, definitely check out their fresh poke. They have fairly fresh fish and some really awesome toppings to go with it. I like to get a little imitation crab, some jalapenos and onions, green onions on there with a little bit of garlic. It's absolutely awesome. So if you're looking for local Hawaiian dining and cuisine, or poke, you're gonna wanna check out Loco Ono. They have 2 awesome locations, one in Midtown and one in the Sparks area. So, pretty easy access. All right, next up, let's talk about Beefy's. Beefy's is my favorite hamburger spot located in the Reno area. It's right there in Midtown. It's fairly easy to get to, but honestly, there's not a lot of parking and it's very small. So if you're looking to sit inside Beefy's, I can tell you there might be a little bit of a wait. I personally just like to order there and eat it somewhere else, but that's entirely up to you. You can get some cool desserts there, and they offer some beers as well. And I'm not sure what kind of hamburger you like, but they have 15 plus options, so I think there'll be something for you. All right, next up, let's talk about Johnny's. Johnny's is an awesome Italian spot located in Northwest Reno on 4th Street. Fairly easy to get to. So if you're looking for really good pasta, spaghetti, pizza, or even lasagna, I would highly recommend checking out Johnny's on 4th. And they have a nice wine selection as well. I would say this is more on the upper end or higher scale for fine dining, but this is definitely a spot you want to check out if you enjoy Italian food. Okay, so this is another spot located in Northwest Reno, actually fairly close to Johnny's. This place is called Anna's Mexican Grill, and it is absolutely awesome. It's located right off McCarran in a small shopping center, very easy to get to as well, but they have amazing food. And if you're looking for a nice cold beer, you know, they give ice cold glasses, so it's perfect with the Modelo that you're looking for. And you know, all of their dishes are amazing, from tacos to enchiladas, and they have a cool sizzling hot molcajete that you should definitely try. And if you're looking for dessert, you know, definitely check out their tres leches, their churros, and they even have some cheesecake. So I would highly recommend the dessert and all the food there. And if you're looking for some healthier options there, they also have some salads. So definitely check out Anna's in Northwest Reno. All right, next up is Twisted Fork. Twisted Fork is a locally owned restaurant in South Reno, right next to RC Willie's. Very easy to get to, a lot of parking. But, you know, in the late afternoons and evenings, it can definitely get a little busy. So if you're looking for a table, you know, it could take you a little bit, but I think it honestly just depends on the night. And they used to have a happy hour in the kind of the late afternoon and evenings during the weekdays. So I would recommend checking them out during that time. And I would say it's more of an American type of food with a slight twist. So, you know, you can get chicken wings, hamburgers, salads, or, you know, some ceviche or some honey glazed pork ribs. And, you know, they have quite a variety of food. You know, you can get some salmon as well. So if you're looking for more fine dining, but it's not overly expensive, I would highly recommend checking out Twisted Fork in South Reno. All right, let's talk about Flowing Tide. And you know, I know a lot of locals might see this and say, okay, Flowing Tide on the top 10 places to eat in Reno, you are crazy. And you know, don't get me wrong, you know, Flowing Tide doesn't have the best food in Reno, but I think they have one of the best happy hours in Reno, which, you know, I know a lot of people love. Some people only go out drinking during happy hours. So Flowing Tide has multiple happy hours throughout the day. And, you know, you can get awesome nachos, which is actually a really massive plate for $6. You can get a big plate of really good wings for $6. And you can get some chicken tacos and chicken tenders also for $6 each. You know, you can get hamburgers there as well and several other items, but kind of mainly just talking about their happy hour at the moment. And you know, you can get a ton of great beers for right around $3. So overall, I think Flowing Tide has the best happy hour in the Reno area. And one of the best things about Flowing Tide is all of the locations. You have a location in Northwest Reno, you have a location in Sparks, you have a location on Longley, and you have another location on South Meadows in South Reno. So there's a ton of locations. It's very easy to get to and overall very popular in the Reno area. All right, last but not least, this place is called Butcher's Kitchen and Barbecue. And I think this is a really solid barbecue spot located right off South Virginia and Huffaker, kind of in the South Reno area. And, you know, they can certainly get busy at times and, you know, they have a decent amount of indoor seating, but like I said, it can get busy at times. So just keep in mind, depending on what time you're going, you know, give yourself a little extra time. But overall, some really good ribs, brisket, and really good food there. I would highly recommend trying all their barbecue sauces as well. But overall, this should have given you a good variety of food throughout the Reno area, you know, from barbecue to sushi to Asian food, to hamburgers and Italian and even American food. So in this video, we covered a ton of spots, you know, from Asian spots to sushi, to American food, Italian, and even some Mexican food and hamburgers. So if you enjoy this type of content, please make sure to like button and subscribe. And if you have any questions about any of the places I talked about, or if you need some other recommendations, just reach out. And if you're thinking about moving or relocating to the Reno area and you need to buy a house, just reach out. I'd be happy to take care of you. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.